Hello there, welcome to another episode of Regular Beer Reviews, where regular doesn't refer to the beers being reviewed, but to the reviewer, myself. I'm Jesse, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing a beer I've never had before. This is another one from Argus. It's their Iron Horse Chicago Common. The only other beer I've ever had from Argus, and I did a review on it, is their Pegasus IPA, and I remember, I don't know, it was about a week ago. I think I gave that a mediocre rating. I can't remember. But anyway, this is from the Argus Brewery out of Chicago, Illinois. Beer Advocate gives it a 76, which is just okay, but that's only with 31 ratings. Rate Beer does not have an official score for it yet because there's only three ratings on the site, and the bros have not had this beer yet. It is 5.4% ABV, and it has a year-round availability. And the style is a California Common, or a steam beer, as they're also known. I'm going to read a quick description from the bottle here. It says, locally brewed with Chicago attitude. Argus is authentic Chicago. We're tough and sometimes unruly, rising from the rugged south side of Chicago to become one of the most popular craft brews in the city and beyond. Our Chicago attitude is something of which we're proud, something we think you'll taste in each Argus brew. Flavor, depth, the unusual and carefully brewed taste of a premium craft beer. Our brewery is located in the historic Joseph E. Schlitz distribution stable dating back to the early 1900s. Two large terracotta horse heads on the parapet still identify this unusual building which once housed the Schlitz horse teams and carriages. From this unique and timeless building we create beers that challenge the best beers in the world. Started as a father and son team, Bob and Patrick understood that a hard-working, can-do attitude would take Argus over the line from above average to exceptional. Today the taste speaks for itself. Now I remember having the Pegasus IPA. It was over a week ago, and I remember it being kind of mediocre. I don't remember it being like blow my mind fantastic or anything, but let's see. That was more about the brewery, though, than the beer itself. There's something else on the other side here. Let's see if this is about the beer. It says, with the re-release of our common beer, yes, this is more about the beer. With the re-release of our common beer, Argus Brewery offers a very unique American malt beverage. This type of beer was brewed in the San Francisco Bay Area from the mid-1800s to the mid-1900s. A hybrid style, it uses a lager yeast, but is fermented at warmer temperatures, typical of ale. Copper-colored and medium-bodied, Argus Iron Horse has full malt and spicy herbal hop flavors, producing a very unique character unlike any ale or lager. So, yeah. Excited to try this. Never had it before. This is Argus's Iron Horse Chicago Common. So, I don't see it on this bottle. I remember when I had the Pegasus IPA, they actually give descriptions, almost like a rating or something. It's like a description of the flavor, the aroma, the appearance, the taste on the bottle. This one doesn't have it, though. But, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and get this poured. For this, I'm just going to use my pint glass, my tumbler. Oh, yeah. Beautiful color. You know, I've only had, actually, a few California Commons before. I haven't had a huge variety of them, so I'm excited to try this. It's semi-new experience, you know, because the few that I've had, I don't really remember anything particular about them, but I don't remember really analyzing them either. I just you know, got a beer and drank it. So hopefully this will be pretty good. It's got a nice one finger head. Looks very creamy. I mean, those are very, very tiny bubbles. Slightly off-white, maybe the slightest bit beige. It is a nice copper color. As you can see, the kind of the light illuminating it here. Very nice red copper color. Slightly hazy. I'd say very, very light. I'm going to say light, but more moderate carbonation. It's not super heavy. Very, very tiny bubbles streaming up, though. So let's get a nose on this. Oh wow, that smells like really, really mild. It smells like a red ale. That's what it smells like to me. Very mild. The hop presence is mild. Kind of citrusy, kind of grapefruity. Um, um, the malt is sweet. Caramel. Not really exciting. Pretty simple. Not really picking up on any spices. Um, the only fruit to speak of, slight grapefruit. Kind of a citrusy thing going on there. But yeah, just that kind of caramel toffee malt and light kind of citrusy piney hop. Very light though. Both are very light. Very mild smelling beer. Kind of picking up on the yeast a little bit. A little bit of a bready smell. So go ahead and jump into this one. Oh, wonderful lacing on the glass. Oh wow. Excuse me. Hey, that reminds me a lot of a red ale. A lot of a red ale. Very mild. Very mild. Slight kind of citrusy hop. A little more floral in the taste than in the smell. But it still has that kind of citrusy, oily thing going on there, but a little more floral. The malt is like a light caramel toffee malt, very light, very mild. It seems to be well balanced in that neither are too heavy, neither the malt or the hop presence isn't too heavy. Again, in the flavor, I'm not picking up any spices. Any fruit at all would be like a citrusy kind of grapefruit or something. Not really a lot going on as far as complexity goes, but enjoyability I'd say is actually pretty high. This is a really drinkable beer. Excuse me. I could definitely see myself drinking this a lot. I mean, this is a very drinkable beer. This is seems like it'd be a good transition beer if you're trying to switch from macro lagers to craft beer and you're really trying to get into it, but you don't know where to start. This is a good beer. You know, I really like this. This is good. It's low IBUs too. It tastes like it's maybe 30 IBUs. It's not really high, so. Again, not overly complex on the flavor at all. Very mild, but certainly enjoyable, certainly drinkable. I'm going to recommend if you see Argus, Iron Horse, Chicago Common, pick it up. It's a good beer. I like this. Again, I haven't rewatched the review that I did of the Pegasus IPA, but it seems like I don't remember me liking that one nearly as much as I do this. This is a good beer, and I'm liking this beer. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. This is, excuse me, it's nothing like amazing or fantastic or blow my mind or anything, but this is a good beer. Excuse me, this is something that I could definitely pick up. This would be a good staple beer. You know, buy some beers, you know, to try to do reviews on some different stuff I've never had, and then get, you know, a 6-pack of this, throw it in the fridge, and then, you know, so when I, you know, just want a couple beers when I'm sitting around, this is a good staple beer. It's certainly a good alternative to crappy macro adjunct lager. So again, I'm going to give 8 out of 10 to Argus's Iron Horse Chicago Common. If you see it, pick it up. It's a pretty good beer. Very mild, very mellow, but very refreshing, very enjoyable. So yeah, pick it up if you see it. Thank you for watching, and keep watching again in the future for more reviews. Prost!